or that's working in other places. And one thing I see this office has got a huge need for is administrative help. And what I mean by that, I know that probably the majority of people in this room right now are not in a position where you can go out and hire an assistant. So what I tried to do was I interviewed a number of people, quite a number of people, in fact about 25 people for this position, and we made a hire. Now here's how the program's going to work, and I'll introduce to you the person in just a minute. And here's how the program's going to work. Legend Realty is going to pay this person for the first 6 months, okay? They're going to subsidize this person for the first 6 months. So that doesn't mean that you don't have to pay anything. It's just that you don't have to pay as much for an admin person as what you would normally have to pay for an admin person. And we're going to give you a rate sheet and show you what those fees are in just a few minutes. We're talking about somebody that can create flyers, somebody that can upload your listings, somebody that can pull your paperwork together, somebody that can do virtual tours, somebody that can do a contract to close, whatever you need in an administrative position, then this person is going to be capable of being able to do that. Now, let me just say this. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve because we do some things differently here than what this person has done in the past, but very quickly she's going to be able to pick up on it. Tracy, I'm going to bring you up now. You guys give Tracy a big welcome. This is Tracy Dildine, and let me tell you a little bit about, and you jump into a little bit about your background. Maybe it'd be better if you just talk about your background.
Military wife, so we've traveled a lot throughout, the states, back and forth across the pond. Decided to settle here. Worked for Century 21, Coldwell Banker, 2 exits, and a few other real estate companies. I've been a personal assistant to 5 real estate agents now, and also did a regular job at the same time. So I'm multitasking all the time. I don't mind working first thing in the morning, last thing at night. I do have 2 fantastic real estate agents that I work with that also my best friends, so that's been a great help. Decided that I've always wanted to do real estate, but because my husband moved so much with the military, getting a license and then moving to another state was just not an option for me. So I said I want to do the next best thing. I want to do, be on the back line. So like Jim said, I do the flyers, the virtual tours, upload your listings. Apparently I have a kind of talent for thinking outside the box and wording. A lot of times when you look at a virtual tour, you'll see living room, 10 by 12. I like to put something completely different in the wording so that it catches the buyer's eyes and wants them to move on to the next picture instead of clicking off. So I like to put something completely different, and apparently that's something that is one of my fortes. I don't know, it's a British thing, I guess. But
I love her accent.
Well, I was about to ask if it was Welsh, and you just said British.
British,
so,
yes
yeah.
ma'am, yes ma'am. Yes.
If I pay extra, will you voice over the version?
I actually do. I have done the voiceover virtual tours, and I would love to do that also. I mean, that would not be an extra. That would just be something I love to do. But the first thing I would do, I would call my mum, talk to her for an hour, get my accent back. It comes and goes depending if what situation I'm in. So if I'm talking to the horses on the farm back home, then it's y'all get back in the barn. If I'm talking to my mum, it's have you had tea yet? So
it's brilliant. I love it.
Thank you.
And y'all thank Phyllis because Phyllis brought Tracy to my attention. Phyllis has had Tracy working for her for some time now, right?
Yes, yeah.
And you can probably attest to her capabilities.
Yes, she's awesome.
So, and I also recognize a couple of faces in here. I'm very, very easy to get along with. I'm easy to follow. I'm chocoholic, so that's a big problem.
We can bribe her.
Exactly. I do have, like Jim said, I have a price sheet. I'm also going to send everybody just a little email blurb about what I do, how you can contact me, the best place to contact me, or the best time. My email address. I'm going to get on with that today. So.
Now, what's your schedule going to be in office?
That's a good question. What's my schedule?
I thought we had talked about that. When did we say that?
I'm going to be working in the office Mondays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, anywhere from 9 to 10 to, 2, 3 in the afternoon. If, if you come in the office and we need to sit down and work some things in, that's fine. But if you need me to come by in the office at 5 in the afternoon, that's fine too, I can do that. Like I said, I work, just because I'm in the office 15 hours a week doesn't mean to say that's all you're gonna get. Obviously, I'll be working from home as well. I do a lot of virtual work, obviously. I've done that for a couple of agents. Working here in Huntsville for an office in Virginia. I actually did what Jane did. I did all the listings, the closings, the pendings, turned in the earnest money, transferred all the money. So I've done all that virtual. So I'm pretty good at doing that. But you can contact me pretty much anytime. My phone's normally always on. If I'm down at the bar, it's a little bit harder to catch me, but
She said bar, not bar.
yeah,
I'm a translator.
Give her a little time, she'll get it wrong.
I'm at the bar, so you're never looking at me.
Not that there would be anything wrong with you being at the bar.
Exactly, I can still read. I'll go back in the bar.
Give her a little time with us, she'll be at the bar.
She's got a price list. You wanna,
I
as
do.
you're passing that out, you wanna tell them what you're gonna do with the price list?
Absolutely. Glasses there.
Here, I'll help you pass it out.
I can't see a thing.
In fact, why don't you take a sheet and I'll pass them out?
Okay, that sounds good. So, real quick, it's a 30% discount of whatever's on this sheet. I can do a one-page flyer, trifold brochure, visual tours, social media uploads. I can do the updated listing presentation with all your information for that particular listing. I can go out and take photographs if necessary, and obviously the price will depend on how many pictures you want and how big the house is. Contract to close, I can do all the paperwork necessary for that. Like Jim said, this is a new area for me because obviously Huntsville contract to close attorney law is different to South Carolina, where I was doing it before. So that would be something that I could pick that up pretty quickly. Drips and things, putting your clients into a database, a database. Which one is it?
Either one.
Okay.
Either,
Either. Okay, so I can do that also. Anything you need help with, I'm quite happy to help with. If you just need somebody to sit and, have a question, how would we now list this house? How would we get it back on the hot sheet? Different things for a neighborhood. If we're selling this house, what would you do to get the word out that this is a particularly fantastic house, but I've had no showings? Well, then there's different things that we could do there also. I do closing gifts, gift baskets, I make wreaths, I do flower engine, I've done this and that, and photocopying and picture framing. And so if you have a particular gift you want making for a closing, I do that also. I also do weddings, that's just.
Tire rotation.
You win that. So, but if you have any questions, just email, call me. Right now I have a South Carolina phone number, and I'm getting that changed to a Huntsville because I've had it been in the States for 14 years. I've had the same phone number for 14 years, and it's so easy to remember, but I know I have to now change it to a Huntsville number.
Can you share that with us?
Yeah, my number right now is 803-840-0180.
And how do you spell Dildine?
DILDINE.
Okay.
Now, we will send out an email
I'm gonna
today
send an email.
with all of that information, and we'll have the price list and everything attached for you too. I mean, the prices are really good. You guys would all agree.
Yes.
Just looking at these prices, we've had admin people in the past and nobody this cheap, and the fact that we're gonna subsidize her income for a while and to make this cheaper, 30% off of these prices, that's dirt cheap.
Yes.
Now, here's the reason why you need this. We're gonna get busy, okay? There ain't no doubt about it, we're gonna get busy. And you gotta be able to learn to leverage your time. And, I had this conversation with a number of you in this room just recently that nobody can do what you do. Nobody can go out, you're lead generating machines. That's what you guys do for a living. You can't hire anybody to do that, can you? If you could, they're not gonna stay with you very long. Your job is to be a lead generator, that your people contacts. Take this administrative stuff off of your plate. If you guys are making $100 an hour in the lead gen business, and you're doing a $7 an hour tax, you shouldn't be. You need to be able to hire that kind of stuff out, and that way it frees up time for you to create more time to lead generate. And I don't care if you're doing this 10 hours a week, or 50 hours a week, or 60 hours a week, you need to be focused in on the lead generation portion. We're gonna talk about that a little bit more today, but learn to leverage your time. Biggest complaint I hear from agents is, you know, I got nothing today. Well, you know why they don't have nothing today? It's because they had six closings in the last month, or 5. And then now what they're doing is they're sitting there again, trying to ramp up, trying to go out and make contacts, and it may take you 60, 90 days to be able to get back to that point. And instead of letting your business drop like that, use her to leverage your time and be able to continue to keep lead generating so that you don't have those down cycles. That typical cycle that we see every realtor get into, everyone in this room is guilty of it, including me, okay? It goes like this. I'm building up, I'm getting all my things, oh, got some leads, closings, oh, we love closings. We're getting paid, and then all of a sudden we sit here and we go, holy crap, I got nothing for next month. And now we start doing it all over again. Instead of doing that, your cyclical cycle should look like this. It should level out, and it should go up and level out, and you continue to build your business by leveraging people, okay? And that's what she's gonna be here for. So I promise you guys, try it, and try it just a couple of times. And I know Phyllis has made a comment. She said, I can't word listings like she can. But she's been doing it forever. She worked for a Century 21 office in South Carolina, 250 agents.
250 agents.
And so she knows how to do all this stuff. Use her techniques, her talents, and be able to leverage it, okay? I took on the responsibility of paying her a salary for the first 6 months, and I'm doing it to help you guys. There ain't nothing I'm getting in return other than hopefully creating more business for you guys in the long run. Oh, and that wonderful English accent. All right, good?